I was asked to talk about what Michigan Tech meant to me, and the easy answer is that I wouldn't have had the career that I had. But the more accurate answer is that I would not have had the life that I had, not just the career. I met my husband here. Most of my longest friendships began here, and the culture of Michigan Tech is reflected in nearly every major choice that I've made in my life. Quite simply, Michigan Tech became my family. My mother used to tell my siblings and I, "You will not have a good day if you don't make your bed." This was back in the 1960s, long before Admiral McRaven delivered his famous commencement speech at the University of Texas. This lesson stuck with me. To be honest, making a bed in the loft at Quads brought this simple habit to a whole new meaning and gave you a real sense of a daily accomplishment. Like many Tech students, I grew up in a small town in Lower Michigan, Gladwin. When I graduated from high school in 1980, I had been accepted to several colleges and universities. And as a first-generation student, I didn't really get a lot of guidance around where to go. I had many interests. I had lots of options. Should I be a lawyer, a doctor, engineer, teacher? But I knew my personality. I loved a wide range of topics and could get easily distracted if I didn't stay focused. What I wanted most is to be an engineer. I enjoyed math and science, and I believed an engineering degree would give me the challenging work and opportunities that I sought. I wanted a college dominated by engineering and known for producing skilled engineers. I was independent and had a bit of a "I'll show them" attitude. I didn't want to do what everyone expected. Stay close to home and attend the University of Michigan or Michigan State. So I chose Michigan Tech sight unseen. My first visit to campus was during orientation, 2 weeks before classes started. I was in for several surprises. I had never taken calculus. The highest math class in my high school was trigonometry. Yet in the fall semester, I was in calc. The material covered in my high school chemistry class was wrapped up in the first 1 to 2 weeks at Michigan Tech. And while women did not dominate the college prep track in Gladwin, Michigan, there were more of us in those classes than the roughly 9-to-1 male to female ratio that I encountered my first term here. What did I have in my favor besides the habit of starting each day by making my bed? I had pretty good organizational skills for making lists, a habit I got from my dad. I also had the beginning of some leadership ability, or perhaps I should say drill sergeant tendencies, as the oldest of 6 children. So I left the family that I was born into and began building a new one at Tech. I learned lessons outside of the classroom that have stayed with me. First, if you're not prepared, that's on you. It didn't matter that many of my classmates had seen the material before in advanced high school classes. The resources and people were available to help me catch up. You just had to make it happen. No one was going to hold your hand. Second, you're no longer given the benefit of the doubt. You have to put in the hard work. Sometimes that means you don't come out on top. But tenacity is a prized quality of Tech, and it carried me through many tough classes. Third, you will find kindness and wonderful people at Michigan Tech. While many alumni have stories about the rigor of Dr. Berry's classes, I remember a professor who excused me from an exam so I could attend a K-12 friend's funeral. He personally administered the makeup test, he graded it with me there, and he walked me through correcting every mistake. I firmly believed that I learned as much about teamwork, conflict management, problem solving, and communication from Alpha Sigma Tau, the sorority I joined while I was here, as I did in my chemical engineering classes. Whether in or outside of class at Michigan Tech, we were all in this together. Most of us were hours from home. This is not a suitcase college. We had each other. Michigan Tech was the family I chose. After graduation, I went to work at Procter & Gamble in Green Bay. I had a rewarding career. I am very proud of the results that I delivered and the systems that I helped implement. I later earned my MBA from the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, and I shifted to a very, very different role at Oshkosh Corporation, where I had to learn an entirely new set of technologies and skill sets. The mentors I found and the professional networks I built throughout my career were instrumental to my success. Most of all, I am proud of the family my husband and I built together. Not just our children, but the broader community we consider family. We both take great joy and pride in investing our time, talent, and treasure in causes we care about, including right here in Houghton. Giving back isn't always easy, especially early in your career, but it becomes a meaningful journey. Gary and I are especially excited about the scholarship we fund to support students from our respective hometowns who want to study engineering at MTU but might not otherwise be able to attend. We know it isn't cheap. When I was a student, tuition was about $1,500 a year. Gary was an out-of-state student and paid $3,000 a year. Today, an undergraduation tuition is just under $20,000. We are grateful to help ease that burden for the next generation. One of the best compliments I've received came from the gentleman who nominated me for this award. He is the retired dean of the School of Business at UW-Oshkosh, and he has worked with me on several boards. He told me he planned to nominate me for UWO's Distinguished Alumni Award, but instead reached out to Michigan Tech. He told me that in virtually every interaction he's had with me in the Oshkosh community, I represent and speak about Michigan Tech. That means the world to me, because Michigan Tech means the world to me. Today, Michigan Tech is stronger than ever. It received the Elite R1 research designation. It's welcoming its highest achieving incoming class in history with a record 3.86 GPA, and continues to deliver exceptional outcomes, with graduates earning strong starting salaries and making an immediate impact in engineering and innovation. The spirit that I found here, the toughness, the camaraderie, and the lifelong bonds remains alive and thriving. To the students here today, the MTU you are experiencing is even stronger than the one that shaped me. The challenges are greater, but so are the opportunities and the support. Lean into the rigor. Build your chosen family. Start each day with purpose, even if it's just making your bed. And never underestimate the power of tenacity, kindness, and giving back. Remember that Michigan Tech doesn't just educate great engineers, it builds remarkable lives and families. I am deeply honored to be counted among the distinguished alumni. Thanks again, Michigan Tech. Go Huskies.
Congratulations again.